So I am Karl Van Delden. I'm with Stirista, and I'm here today to tell you about our newest product, which is Visitor ID Graph. So first up, I want to talk to you a little bit about what everyone has to worry about these days. In the modern commerce environment, you spend a lot of money on your website. Even brick and mortar companies have to have a website. And they, on top of investing in the site itself, you spend a lot of money driving people to it. And even despite all of this investment, depending on who you ask, 50 to 80% of those visitors will simply bounce off your site. They don't do what you want them to. You don't get that conversion, that sale. So we got to thinking, let's answer a fundamental business question. Is it possible to recoup all of these lost visitors and then turn them into actionable leads? So a little bit about Stirista. We are both a big data and marketing company, so we decided to come up with a solution that leverages both. So first up, we said, well, what's the course? Google Analytics will tell you how much traffic you're getting on your website, but they're not going to really tell you much about the people visiting, except at a very high level. In this case, at Stirista, we have a consumer database with opt-in consumer records, which we are able to match to the visitor activity on clients' websites. And on top of that, since we're getting this first-party data from the client, that is what pages are being visited on their website, we can also identify where they go on the website and segment them accordingly to discover exactly what they want. And so this is especially effective. This just launched last November, so one of our early adopters has been auto dealers. So you can imagine a local auto dealer being geosensitive to the San Antonio area, having visitors to their website. Auto enthusiasts, they're going to go to Auto Trader, all these very general sites. But if they're actually coming to the retailer, there's a good chance that they're thinking about paying them a good old-fashioned brick and mortar visit. So we're able to put those findings forward and combine it with the consumer data to create an actionable data set that you can employ in any of your marketing channels. So by that, I mean you're getting both the contact information about the individual as well as the activity that they conducted on the site so that you can create a message that is relevant to them, that appeals to their interests, and hopefully results in a conversion. So with all this data in hand, you can employ in any of your desired marketing channels. We're talking email, digital display, as well as conventional direct mail advertising. So there's actually a couple companies out there that will do this tracking and provide for your direct mail, but they're really missing that data component. They're afraid to show you what data they're using, and in this case, we're putting it in your hands so that you can make that decision and carry it forward as part of your normal operations. So we've talked a little bit about discovering and recouping these individuals that without this solution would otherwise be lost to the wind. Think about all the money you spend to find a list, to reach out to new people, to discover clients, leads, prospects that are worth your time. We're taking all of that guesswork out. And besides discovering these individuals, people that you verifiably know to have visited your website, we can also model, as you see here, we have a couple graphs. We're actually coming up with some expansions to these analytics, but the goal here is that we can actually extrapolate a model of your visitors to help you reach new prospects with similar characteristics. And as I mentioned before, this did launch as early as this past November. It has been one of our most successful software products to date. It's more than already doubled our revenue from 2018. We have over 100 client websites that are being tracked with a 90% retention rate. And one of the biggest drivers of this has been that it's not just our success that we're experiencing here with Visitor ID Graph. We're empowering our clients, and we're empowering agencies with captive client bases who are looking to add value to their clients so that we can ultimately share these rewards, this success together. So that should about do it. Time for questions.